really happened to Kanye West? The hidden truth. Not long ago, Kanye West was considered one of the greatest creative geniuses of modern music. A Grammy-winning artist, a billionaire, a visionary who built an empire across music, fashion, and culture. A man who seemed unstoppable. But then, something changed. Controversies began to grow. Powerful companies started walking away, and the empire that once dominated music, fashion, and the internet began to fall apart. So how does someone go from being one of the most influential artists in the world to one of the most controversial figures in modern culture? Was it the price of fame, bad decisions, or something much deeper that most people still don't understand? Today, we're uncovering what really happened to Kanye West and the hidden truth behind his public downfall. Phase 1. The Rise. Hope. It was different. It was bold. It was real. Songs like Jesus Walks, All Falls Down, and Slow Jams showed a new kind of hip-hop, introspective, emotional, and socially aware. The album wasn't just a commercial success, it was a cultural shift. Kanye didn't just enter the music industry, he changed it. Phase 2. The Peak. Power. Within just a few years, Kanye West didn't just become successful, he became unstoppable. This wasn't just about hit songs anymore. Kanye wasn't following trends, he was creating them. With albums like Late Registration, Graduation, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he pushed hip-hop into completely new territory. Each project felt like a statement, each release felt like an evolution. He blended genres in ways the industry had never seen before. Hip-hop with orchestral elements, electronic sounds with soul samples, gospel themes with modern production. This wasn't just music, it was art. Critics praised him, fans followed him. The industry respected him. But Kanye didn't stop at music. He had a bigger vision. He wanted to dominate culture itself. That's when he stepped into fashion, a world that initially rejected him. Early on, Many in the fashion industry didn't take him seriously. To them, he was just another celebrity trying to design clothes. But Kanye approached fashion the same way he approached music, relentlessly and fearlessly. After years of persistence, he partnered with Adidas and launched the Yeezy brand. What happened next changed everything. Yeezy sneakers became one of the most sought-after products in the world. They sold out instantly. They created hype. They redefined streetwear culture. Suddenly, Kanye wasn't just a musician, he was a global brand. At his peak, Kanye was seen as a billionaire, a cultural architect, a visionary ahead of his time. His influence stretched across music, fashion, design, social media, and his personal life only amplified that influence. His relationship with Kim Kardashian made him even more visible. Together, they became one of the most powerful celebrity couples in the world. Every appearance, every post, every headline kept them at the center of global attention. From the outside, it looked like Kanye had achieved everything: ultimate fame, unlimited wealth, global power. But what people didn't see was the pressure building behind the scenes. Because when you reach the top of the world, there's only one direction left to go. Phase 3. The crack. Warning signs. The first signs of trouble didn't come quietly. They happened in front of millions. In 2009, during the MTV Video Music Awards, Kanye walked onto the stage and interrupted Taylor Swift mid-speech. That moment became one of the most viral and controversial events in pop culture history. To some, it was shocking. To others, it was disrespectful. But to many, it raised a deeper question. Was something changing in Kanye? At first, it seemed like just another controversial moment. But over time, those moments started to multiply. His interviews became more unpredictable. His statements became more polarizing. His behavior became harder to understand. Social media amplified everything. Every tweet, every post, every opinion reached millions instantly. And with that visibility came intense scrutiny. Kanye wasn't just being watched anymore, he was being judged, constantly. At the same time, he began speaking openly about his struggles with mental health, revealing that he had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. This added another layer to the story, because now people weren't just seeing a controversial figure, they were witnessing someone dealing with internal battles in a very public way. Then came a moment that deeply affected him: the loss of his mother, Kanye West. For Kanye, she wasn't just a parent, she was his foundation, his support system, his emotional anchor. After her passing, many fans and observers noticed a shift. Kanye seemed more intense, more emotional, more unpredictable. It was as if he was navigating a world without his strongest source of stability. From that point on, his life became a constant tension between brilliance and instability, between creative genius and emotional chaos. And as the pressure kept building, something had to give. Phase 4. The collapse/lesson. Eventually, the pressure reached a breaking point. The controversies were no longer isolated moments. They became a pattern. Public statements, interviews, and decisions began to have real consequences, not just for Kanye's image, but for his entire empire. Brands that once supported him started to distance themselves. The same world that once celebrated him was now questioning him. Then came one of the most defining moments of his downfall. In 2022, Adidas officially ended its partnership with Kanye West. This wasn't just a business decision. It was the collapse of an empire. The Yeezy brand, once worth billions, was suddenly at risk. In a matter of months, Kanye went from being one of the wealthiest figures in entertainment to facing massive financial and reputational losses. The fallout was immediate. Major companies cut ties, partnerships disappeared, public opinion became divided. Some fans continued to support him, others turned away. And for the first time in years, Kanye West seemed vulnerable. The man who once felt untouchable was now facing the consequences of his actions in real time. But this phase isn't just about downfall, it's about lessons. Because Kanye's story reveals something deeper about success in the modern world. Talent can take you to the top, but it doesn't guarantee you'll stay there. Fame can amplify your voice, but it can also amplify your mistakes. And in today's digital age, where everything is recorded, shared, and judged instantly, every decision matters, every word matters, every moment matters. Kanye West's rise was extraordinary, but his fall reminds us of something powerful. Success is not just about how high you climb, it's about how well you handle the weight that comes with it. Final reflection. The story of Kanye West is not just about a celebrity, it's about a man who reached the highest level of creativity and faced the consequences of living under constant pressure. To some, he's still a misunderstood genius. To others, he's a warning about the dangers of ego and fame. But one thing is certain, his story isn't over. Because in modern culture, the biggest downfalls often lead to the most unexpected comebacks. And the real question now is, will Kanye West reinvent himself once again? Or have we already seen the final chapter of his story?